Welcome to the Dragon Council, Arthur Blackwell, Governor of the Central Reserve Authority. We appreciate your willingness to appear before this audit. Today, we seek understanding, not judgment. Please introduce yourself to the Council.
Thank you for inviting me, Judge Veyron. My name is Arthur Blackwell, and for many years I have worked within the financial system, helping oversee monetary policy, economic stability, and the flow of money throughout the economy.
Great. 3 minutes in, and we've already discovered the people controlling money are important.
I didn't say controlling, I said managing. There is a significant difference. Our responsibility is not to dictate how people live their lives, but to help maintain stability in a system that affects millions of citizens every day.
Humans call it managing when they like it and controlling when they don't.
Can I ask something? Who actually invented money?
Nobody invented the modern system alone. It evolved over thousands of years.
So the most important thing on Earth doesn't actually have an owner?
Not in the way you're thinking. Money belongs to the people who use it, but the system itself evolved over generations. No single person, company, or government can truly claim ownership of the entire idea.
Interesting. Humanity built a system powerful enough to shape civilizations, yet no single person truly owns it.
Many of humanity's most powerful systems seem to operate that way,
including laws, governments, and communities.
Arthur, what is money?
Money is trust. A shared belief that value exchanged today will still have value tomorrow.
Wait, that's it? Humans spend their entire lives chasing trust.
I knew it. Humanity built a global religion and called it economics.
It's more complicated than that. Trust is certainly the foundation, but behind that trust are institutions, laws, agreements, markets, and countless human decisions that keep the system functioning.
Every time a human says, "It's more complicated than that," somebody's wallet is about to suffer.
Before these hearings began, Mordain argued that human behavior is predictable because incentives rule everything. Is he wrong?
Not entirely. Incentives influence nearly every economic decision humans make. Whether people are saving, investing, borrowing, or spending, incentives often shape the choices they consider reasonable.
That resembles conclusions reached by Malik and the company.
The observation isn't unique. Human behavior often follows rewards and consequences.
So if humans are rewarded for greed, should we really be surprised when they become greedy?
Incentives absolutely influence outcomes. If you reward certain behaviors, you will naturally see more of them. The challenge is designing systems that encourage productive behavior rather than destructive behavior.
Translation: build a game around greed and eventually the best players become experts at greed.
Yet many people still choose kindness when there is no reward.
That is true. In fact, some of the most remarkable acts of generosity happen when there is no financial reward at all. Economics can explain many things, but it cannot fully explain the human heart.
Debt. Explain why humanity seems unable to escape it.
Debt allows people to borrow from their future in order to improve their present.
Humans borrow tomorrow's money to survive today. That's either brilliant or terrifying.
Do you think most people understand the debt they're taking on?
Honestly, no. Many people understand the monthly payment, but far fewer understand the long-term consequences, interest costs, or the commitments they are making years into the future.
Finally, an answer everyone understands.
Governor, should financial education be considered a public responsibility?
I believe every citizen would benefit from understanding money earlier in life.
Then why do so many leave school without that knowledge?
That is a question for policymakers, not central banks.
Interesting. Everyone influences the system, yet nobody claims ownership of its failures.
Inflation. Explain it simply.
Over time, prices rise and money loses purchasing power.
So humans work harder every year just to stand in the same place?
Many certainly feel that way. When wages fail to keep pace with rising costs, people often feel as though they are working harder simply to maintain the same standard of living they had before.
And somehow economists always seem surprised by that reaction.
Most people aren't chasing luxury, they're chasing stability.
I agree. Most people are not chasing yachts, private islands, or extraordinary wealth. They are trying to build stability, provide for their families, and create a future that feels secure.
If Mordain were sitting in this chamber today, what would you tell him about humanity?
I would tell him humanity is imperfect, emotional, and often irrational. But despite every crisis, every collapse, and every mistake, people continue rebuilding.
Your testimony has been noted, Arthur Blackwell, yet many questions remain unanswered. We have discussed trust, incentives, and debt, but the deeper mechanisms behind humanity's financial system still require examination. Arthur Blackwell, the Council has heard your testimony regarding money itself. We will now continue this inquiry by examining the motivations, desires, and behaviors that drive human economic decisions.
A fascinating subject, Judge Veyron. Understanding money is one challenge. Understanding why humans pursue it, fear it, and sometimes devote their lives to it may be an even greater one.
Good. Difficult conversations are usually the interesting ones.
Arthur, why do so many people feel poorer than their parents, despite having more technology and opportunity?
Because expectations rise alongside progress. What was once considered luxury often becomes a necessity.
Wait, humans invented machines to make life easier and somehow became more stressed.
That appears to be the case. Technology has solved many practical problems, but it has also created new expectations, new pressures, and new ways for people to compare themselves to others.
Amazing species. 10,000 years of progress, and they're still worried about bills.
Many people are working harder than ever just to provide for their families.
And many are succeeding despite difficult circumstances.
Why does wealth concentrate so easily?
Because money tends to generate more money when invested effectively.
So money has babies?
That's one way to describe it. Money invested wisely can generate returns, which can then be reinvested again. Over time, that process can significantly increase wealth.
Meanwhile, most humans are just trying to stop their money from disappearing entirely.
History shows the same pattern repeatedly. Wealth gathers, then society reacts.
That cycle has appeared throughout civilization.
Can everyone become wealthy?
Not by the same definition. Wealth means different things to different people.
Classic human answer. Ask a simple question, receive a philosophy lecture.
I'll ask differently. If everyone became rich tomorrow, would anything actually change?
Prices would likely adjust. Wealth only has meaning relative to scarcity.
Translation. If everyone is rich, nobody gets to feel rich.
Yet people don't compare themselves to numbers. They compare themselves to each other.
And comparison often creates dissatisfaction.
Do humans pursue money because they need it or because they desire status?
Both motivations exist. Some people pursue money because they need security and stability, while others pursue it because it represents status, influence, or personal achievement.
So the expensive sports car isn't always about transportation?
Rarely. In many cases, luxury purchases are less about function and more about identity, success, or how people wish to be perceived by others.
I knew it. Nobody buys a bright yellow supercar because they're worried about fuel efficiency.
Governor, is financial success mostly skill or mostly opportunity?
Both matter. Skill helps people use opportunities, but opportunities are not distributed equally.
An honest answer.
It is also the truth. Talent, discipline, and hard work matter greatly, but the opportunities available to individuals can vary dramatically depending on where and how they begin their lives.
Before the audit began, Malik argued that most people can be directed simply by controlling incentives. Was he wrong?
For many people, incentives are powerful, but they do not explain every human decision,
Love cannot be measured on a balance sheet.
nor loyalty, nor sacrifice. Some of the most important human decisions are driven by values that cannot be measured in money.
Good. Otherwise, economists would try charging interest on friendships.
Please don't give them ideas.
Why do humans continue chasing wealth even after their basic needs are met?
Because money eventually stops representing survival and starts representing freedom, security, and possibility.
Or fear of losing what was gained.
That as well. The fear of losing wealth can become just as powerful as the desire to gain it, and both emotions often influence financial decisions.
Humans spend years chasing money, then spend more years worrying about losing it. Efficient system.
If Mordain were listening today, what misunderstanding about humanity would you want him to avoid?
That every human action can be explained by greed. Money influences behavior, but it does not define the entire human experience.
A statement the Council will consider carefully. The hearing continues. Arthur Blackwell, the Council has examined money, debt, inflation, and wealth. We now arrive at the final stage of this inquiry.
I understand, Judge Veyron. The deeper questions are often the most difficult to answer.
Excellent, because humans have been confusing me all day.
Me too. I thought money was supposed to make life easier.
That is certainly one of its intended purposes.
Then, why are so many humans stressed about it all the time?
Because money solves some problems, but it cannot eliminate uncertainty, fear, or comparison.
So money isn't the final boss?
No, human nature is. Money simply amplifies what is already there: fear, ambition, generosity, insecurity, and everything in between.
That's unfortunate. Human nature looks very difficult to patch.
People are imperfect, but they are capable of growth.
Aurora believes every human is one motivational speech away from enlightenment.
Not every human.
90%?
Hope is actually an important economic force.
Wait, hope affects economics?
More than most people realize, people invest, build, hire, and create because they believe tomorrow can be better.
And fear causes them to do the opposite.
That is equally true. Fear and hope are often pulling humanity in opposite directions, and entire markets can shift depending on which emotion becomes stronger.
So entire economies run on humans panicking and unpanicking?
In simplified terms, yes. Confidence can drive growth, while fear can slow entire economies. Human emotions often influence markets more than people realize.
That might be the funniest thing I've learned all week.
Arthur, explain billionaires to me.
That is a very broad category. Some billionaires are driven by money, others by competition, influence, achievement, or the desire to leave a lasting legacy.
They already have more money than they could spend in 10 lifetimes. Why are they still working?
For many of them, it stops being about money and becomes about achievement, competition, or legacy.
So they're basically playing New Game Plus.
Some might describe it that way.
Humans really turned life into a scoreboard.
To be fair, humans have been competing with each other long before money existed.
An excellent point. Competition existed long before currencies, banks, or markets. Money simply gave humans another way to keep score.
Can I ask the dangerous question now?
Please do, those are usually the good ones.
If humans disappeared tomorrow, what would happen to all the money?
Nothing. It immediately becomes meaningless.
That's incredible.
Why is that incredible? From my perspective, it only proves that value has always come from people, not from the paper, coins, or numbers themselves.
Humans spend their whole lives chasing something that becomes worthless the second humans disappear.
An observation worth remembering.
I agree. It may be one of the most important observations made during this entire hearing.
So people were the valuable part all along?
Yes. Money only has value because people give it value.
I feel like humanity should have put that sentence on a billboard somewhere.
Perhaps they should have. Humanity spends so much time chasing money that it sometimes forgets where that value came from in the first place.
Before these hearings began, Mordain argued that humanity would always choose self-interest first.
He is sometimes right. Self-interest is a powerful force, and history provides many examples of people putting themselves first.
But not always.
No, not always. History is also filled with people who sacrificed wealth, comfort, and even their lives for causes greater than themselves.
The testimony of Arthur Blackwell has been recorded. The evidence has been gathered. The questions have been asked. Whether Mordain sees hope in this evidence or proof of failure remains unknown. The answers will now take their place among the growing case for humanity. The hearing is concluded.